Get into the dailies, and let me start with what I have here. The Finder, it says here, $6.48 million worth of cocaine seized. 2 UK nationals in drug trade arrested. Now, it's quite a phenomenal seizure that has taken place, because the weight
It's a lot.
of this cocaine, okay? Because I was thinking about it, I was like, hold on a second. How many bags can you carry, first of all?
Yeah.
You know,
and we can actually see some suitcases.
Yes. And you know, you are even limited to the weight of each bag. Even the heaviest bag cannot be more than 32, right? But anything above, I think about 24, you're going to be paying overweight. So can you imagine how much overweight they paid and extra baggage that they paid for?
That's what I'm thinking. And I'm thinking here, like, the only thing that's in my mind is, what were you thinking? You know, just looking at the picture, I'm like, just look at how they packed it comfortably, and you know, like nothing will happen because we're going to Ghana.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Well, So the story here says that 166.88 kilograms of the substance suspected to be cocaine.
Okay.
Anyway, well, 2,500 customers are rewarded in EcoBank Million Gang promo. We have NHIA releases 300 million Ghana cedi claims to high-tier facilities, and Ashanti region gives Dr. Baumia massive support.
All right, so on the front page of the Ghanaian Times, sabotage. Thieves vandalized steel oil from transformers, plunged parts of Sekondi, Takoradi Metropolis into total darkness. Togolese political party visits Ghana to seek support for restoration of democracy. Ambulance case, minority to boycott parliament in solidarity with Ato Forsen. Government to push for passage of free SHS bill by parliament to make it legally enforceable.
All right. Now, I have the Chronicle here. It says that minority MPs boycott parliament. That story was earlier on the Ghanaian Times. We also have here, don't vote for John Mahama because he only has a 4-year mandate. Baumia tells Ashanti voters. Well, every president has a 4-year mandate.
Yeah.
Seriously. Nobody has more than a 4-year mandate. Your mandate can be renewed, but you only have a 4-year mandate, so hey. 2 British drug mules busted at Kotoka International Airport. 166.88 kilos of cocaine seized. We have La Bianca passes on. Well, it's the La Bianca CEO that passes on. Yeah. The La Bianca is still there. It's still working, it's still functioning. Scripture for today on the front page of the Chronicle newspaper, it says, Ecclesiastes chapter 8, verse 11, when the sentence for a crime is not quickly carried out, the people's hearts are filled with schemes to do wrong. This is actually a message for the whole Ghana.
Right. All right, so on the front page of the Daily Guide, Ashanti goes wild for Baumia. Kennedy joins campaign. And NACOC impounds 166.88 kilograms of cocaine at Kia, arrests 2. Free SHS bill in the offing, and 2.37 million euro ambulance case. Courts to decide on Jakpa's secret tape. Okujeto Ablakwa dragged to Shraj.
All right, the Republic Press says, Ablakwa's web exposed, dragged to Shraj over hidden business. Court decides on Jakpa tape tomorrow, and minority snubs parliament over Ato Forsen's case. La Bianca CEO passes on. Western region, we have a soldier brutally beaten by illegal miners at Wassa Achempim. That story came yesterday as well. Aflao Kaswa to get new modern markets under NDC. This is coming from Mahama.
All right, on the front page of the Daily Analyst, still on promises from Mahama, I'll give you, no, I'll give your banks back to you. Mahama promises owners of 10 collapsed bank. And we also have the story of Ablakwa being dragged to Shraj and minority to abstain from parliamentary business to support Ato Forcing in court. And GJA opens entries for 28 media awards. LaBianca owner passes on. Malawi VP confirmed dead in plane crash in forest.
All right. The new publisher. LaBianca boss is dead. Ablakwa dragged to Shraj over constitutional breach. MPP closing ranks. Ken joins Baumia. 2 British grabbed at Kotuka with $6 million worth of cocaine. $6 million worth of cocaine. And Ian Nancy celebrates first Ghanaian photojournalist and has a photograph of the 95-year-old James Barno.
Yeah.
All right.
All right, on the front page of the Ghanaian publisher, big story here, Ablakwa dragged to Shraj over conflict of interest. Baumia pledges herbal medicine fund. Free SHS law in the offing, majority leader. Housing Hydrology Conference set for July, and 2 Britons arrested with cocaine at Kia.
All right, let me give you the big headline on the front page of the Informer. It says, towards effective case management, digitalization of records in Law House crucial, coming from the Attorney General. These and other headlines on the front page of the Informer.
All right, on the Inquisitor, which is actually different from a lot of the papers here. Capital City auditors, cattle take over Accra. Local government minister orders demolition of enclosure of Kaukudi.
Yeah.
Right. City weakens to record law on dollar demands for imports. Ansa Asare takes on Dame again. Napo joins Otumfor to Gun State Durbar, and GAF cautions against calls for attacks on soldiers.
Yeah. Very important one there.
Yeah.
There's a few headlines here on the front page of the Accra Times. Let me give you the big one. Ensuring free, fair, and credible elections. Backwin to engage EC in Security Council. And these and other headlines on the front page of the Accra Times.
All right, on the front page of the Custodian, a very important one. Election 2024, Akufo-Addo wants troublemakers. Baumia gets massive support in Ashanti region. So these and other headlines on the front page of the Custodian.
All right, we have the Supreme newspaper as well. It has quite a few headlines here. Let me give you the big one. Ablakwa falls on own dagger, dragged to Shraj for covering business. These and other headlines on the front page of the Supreme newspaper.
All right, and the New Independent has here PNC National Chairperson's defect to Alan's movement for change. And we also have some news from Alan as he pledges massive investments in agriculture and industrialization in the north. And
My final paper here says there's a BNFT. We have 1.7 billion US dollars Afri-Exim Bank financing boost for economy. That's quite an injection of money, and yes, I hope we use that wisely. All right, so those are other headlines on the front page of the BNFT. Let's delve into some stories a little deeper. Do you have anything there?
Yes, from the Ghanaian Times, we have sabotage. Thieves vandalize, steal oil from transformers, plunge parts of Secondary Takoradi Metropolis into total darkness. Okay. And that's on page 10. Parts of Secondary in the Secondary Takoradi Metropolis in the western region were on Monday plunged into total darkness after suspected thieves vandalized and siphoned oil from the transformers serving the area. They damaged the 20 kilovolt amperes ground-mounted transformer and drained oil from the 2 transformer switches connected to it. According to the district manager of the Electricity Company of Ghana for Secondary, Mr. Martin Jan, the oil siphoned was critical to the functioning of the transformers. The oil cools the windings in the transformer and also serves as an insulation to the coils in the transformer. He explained to the Ghanaian Times in an exclusive interview yesterday. The damaged transformers are part of the substation 837 located at Lands Commission Roundabout, Second D, and crucial to the power supply of customers in the area. The switch off of power supply affected areas including the Regional Coordinating Council and head office of the Environmental Protection Agency. Others were the West African Examination Council, National Health Insurance Scheme, Passport Office, Ghana Water Company, and the St. Paul Anglican Church. So there is actually more on that story on the page 9 of the Ghanaian Times, and I am asking myself, why are you not part of the community? Why? What's the reason?
You go and steal oil, because the oil is expensive, right? So it's like a lucrative, thing. So when they steal the oil and go and sell the oil, then we all end up in darkness.
Yes.
And you, the thief, are also in darkness.
Yes.
Now you see, listen, one of the things that I really believe that we need to start doing in this country is to make people pay the real cost of their crimes, right? So you find the thief who, and I don't know why we can't find the thief. You should be able to find the thief who stole this, right? We've been setting up CCTV cameras around the city and all of that, and around different cities. Look, when you find a thief, let's say that because of the person's action, right? Somebody on life support in the hospital.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking about.
The light goes off.
It could actually be your family
member, and the light has been
too.
off for maybe an hour, 2 hours. The person on life support is dead. You're also a murderer, okay? You've committed homicide. So not only are you should you be charged for stealing, but you should be charged for homicide. And we pile on all the crimes that have been committed by this your one movement, right? And then you're dealt with harshly. You see, because, and again, you see the scripture for today on the front page of the Chronicle. It says that because judgment against a crime is delayed, people continue to do evil. Look at it. It says, when the sentence for a crime is not quickly carried out, people's hearts are filled with schemes to do wrong. Ecclesiastes chapter 8 verse 11. That is actually what it is. And Ghana's problems are largely because we don't punish people for doing wrong. We punish people that we don't like.
Exactly. Exactly.
When we don't like you, we punish you. We show you where power lies. We show you that the law exists. But when you are friendly, or you know somebody who knows somebody who knows somebody,
or when you're on the top,
you always, yes, or when you are on top, you always get away with the same crimes that another person has gone to jail for. But the person went to jail because they didn't have friends in places. It's ridiculous. Cattle takes over Accra. This one is on the Inquisitor. It's a short one. Let me quickly read it. City authorities in Accra are overwhelmed with how cattle have taken over various places in the nation's capital. Now, numerous enclosures, kraals, have been created in strategic areas in such as Kotobabi, Mamobi, and Newtown, and are serving as sales points for customers. Now, the whole situation is creating problems for residents of those areas because of the strong stench that emanates from the various enclosures. Now, there have been lots of instances where the cattle had obstructed motorists in certain areas, including Plush East Legon. Although there are bylaws that empower various assemblies to deal with those rearing animals in the city and towns, but they are hardly enforced. That's our problem.
Yeah.
Enforcement next to zero. 0 point something, something, something. That's what we do. It took the efforts of the Minister for Local Government and Rural Development, Mr. Martin J. Mensah-Kosa, to order for enclosure for cattle closer to the Accra Girls Senior High School to be closed. That enclosure had over 25 cattle that were creating a nuisance in the area. The cattle have been confiscated by the Assembly for responsible for the Kaukuri area. But there have been cases of cattle grazing in the city, destroying property of certain individuals, but nothing was done to the owners of the animals. More to come. This is on the Inquisitor. You see, it's ridiculous. This is what we do. We need to punish. We need to, you see, even the people that are supposed to enforce the bylaws, when they fail to enforce, they should be punished for lack of enforcement, because you know that the Constitution provides for that. If you don't enforce the law, there's also punishment for not enforcing the law. Anyway, sports is next.
All right, on sports, PL on City. Eric Ten Hag will remain as manager of Manchester United following a post-season review by the club's board. It is understood that they are now talking to Ten Hag about extending his contract, which is about to enter its final season. United instigated their review immediately after the FA Cup final. Ten Hag went into the game against Manchester City at Wembley amid a backdrop of reports claiming he was going to be sacked no matter the outcome. Instead, United's deserves 2-1 victory allowed the club hierarchy to approach the review in a more positive light.
Yes, and kudos to him. Now, in the Euro 2024, Robert Lewandowski will miss Poland's European Championship opener against the Netherlands on Sunday after sustaining a torn hamstring. The country's football federation has said the 35-year-old Barcelona forward picked up the problem during a 2-1 friendly win over Turkey on Monday. Now, Poland said it will do everything to ensure that Lewandowski can play the second match in Germany against Austria. Poland finished the group campaign against France on June 25th. All right.